Okay, sorry for the delay there. I've got some issues with the tablet. The keyboard keeps crashing, so we will figure that out later. Missed space there. Nice. Alright. Actually, we'll take care of this first.
Let me scry. Inferior. Strike dead. Balzar! Stand with me. Delve into destiny. Take me up. Balzar! The eye sweeps the lands. A worthy fight. This way! Out of my way! Written in the stars! Let me go!
Watch out! A turning point?
Let's run! Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Open
Only
fire!
emptiness awaits.
Forgot to post to one of my socials that we're streaming, so.
This is no place to loaf around.
When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective.
This is no place to loaf around.
There we go.
You're trembling. Is it the cold or just cowardice? Stand with me. Delve into death.
Watch out!
Detestable. Take me up.
Open
Into
fire!
the frozen void. Balzar! Balzar! Giddy up. Our bond is strong.
Last half of it go by quickly too, but just turns into an unhittable tornado for reasons.
The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors.
Face your searing reckoning! Fire in the hole! I never asked for redemption. Never.
You kinda did. Yeah. Begging for your life, I think, is a certain level of redemption. Just like going to Natlan to redeem stuff, it's right there.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing. Ad Astra.
I did plan on streaming right away this morning, just stuff kept getting in the way.
On me.
This realm is. If you ever have. That's weird. Jean said this is where the event is supposed to be, but there's nothing here. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, this is where our journey officially began. That sure brings back memories. Kind of nostalgic, really. Even after all this time, this place hasn't changed one bit. Look who's getting all sentimental and poetic. Well, we still need to find Jean and the others. Let's have a look around.
Yeah, just, you see me struggling. Yeah, you can wait a minute. Now you have permission. Yeah, come here. Yes. That looks flattering on camera. Just trying to get my cushion into place. And now my cat. Yes, baby. Can you lay down?
Yeah.
She's a good girl. Just a little bit of a bonehead. Who said that?
Karma remembers there used to be hydro slime hiding here, but it's gotta be gone now, right? Whoa! A fungus? Are those supposed to be in Mondstadt? Not that these are a real threat to us at this point, but still!
Yeah.
feels like it's supposed to be some kind of dream state.
She did that. They said this isn't hard enough. Should I grab a geovision for the next round then?
Is this really the time to get competitive?
Did you hear that, Paimon?
Here. Huh? Why did someone hang Jumpy Dumpty mines all over this tree?
Who could hang Jumpty Dumpty mines?
What? But they don't look alike. You can't even eat them. Not a lot of people come here, but a bomb's still a bomb. If someone gets hurt by accident, Klee's gonna get marched off to the confinement room again. Yeah, but let's take a picture with the camera before we take them down. First the fungus, and now this? Something weird is going on. If it turns out not to be event-related, it'll be good to have a record of what we found. You couldn't just compliment Paimon's smarts like a regular person? Whatever. Paimon will take it. Better than being called emergency food, at least. Anyway, it never hurts to be careful. We've seen through lots of tricks, but we've also gotten the short end of the stick a bunch of times, too. Come on, let's get that picture taken. Then, get rid of these bombs. Fireworks! Guess there was no danger after all. Were those meant to welcome us or something? Anyway, we should be good here. Let's get going.
What are you up to, Alice?
Huh. What was it Paimon said back then? Ah, right! Oh, wow! That's a statue of the Seven! Among the seven gods, this god controls the wind. You remember too. It's weird though. It seems like there's something different about it. Let's take a closer look. Look, there really is something wrong with the statue of the Seven.
It's like clean. And, Gamer X, thank you for the rose.
Okay, Paimon's sure of it now. This can't be for an event. No one in their right mind would replace that huge statue of the Seven with a statue of Klee. Yeah, and well made too. But that's not the point. You're not weirded out by this? Oh, you're right. This must be Alice's doing. She could put 100 Klee statues all around Mondstadt and Paimon still wouldn't be surprised. That explains the other weird stuff we saw up till now, too. She must have asked Jean to write that letter so we'd lower our guard. No, wait! Maybe that was Alice just pretending to be Jean. Paimon would have, yeah. Paimon's not upset. The surprises were nice, and this statue is pretty cool. Plus, We got to take a little trip down memory lane. Makes Paimon feel all warm and fuzzy, remembering where it all began. What do we do now, though? There's nobody around. If this is some sort of elaborate prank, guess we're in it until the people behind it jump out and say, "Gotcha!" Huh? What does that mean? Oh, yeah. Guess all there's left to do is touch that statue and find out. Maybe it'll give you the power of Pyro or something.
I already have the power of Pyro and Paimon.
The world opens itself before those with noble hearts. Sparks and Splash! You were right! Alice is full of surprises! Good guessing on your part! Let's keep going and see what else we find!
Could he at least wear the new outfit?
Yes, now why are we too late?
Whoa! It's the ball!
There's something huge in the sky!
Okay, we all remember what Paimon said back then. Anyway, since he's here, that must mean we're about to meet another old friend in these woods. Look! There he is! Back then, the Goblin was tainted by the Abyss, and Tone Deaf Bard was about to heal his wounds. But your control over Animo wasn't so great, so they noticed you and ran off. But you've had tons of practice since then, so mistakes like that should be a thing of the past. Right? True. No need to go for a full-on...
Ah, our old friends have arrived.
God, Devolent's just gorgeous.
And it is our great pleasure to greet them. Welcome to Mondstadt, you two. The place where it all began.
Lovely to see you, dearies. So what's the verdict? Did our special welcome ceremony meet the mark?
It was very... you, that's for sure. Paimon can't believe the Knights of Favonius let you go that far. Where'd you move the real statue of the Seven
Oh, gracious me. You still haven't figured it out. If I had actually done something to that statue, I would have been locked up in the teensy room next door by now. Certainly not my idea of a pleasant afternoon.
So, what's going on here?
Ah, now you're asking the right questions, Paimon.
The answer lies over here.
Nicole? You're here too?
That's right. Our two lovely mages are here on vacation. In fact, everything you just experienced was their handiwork. But I'll leave the explanations to Miss Nicole. I trust you're well acquainted with her skill at explaining all manner of magic and phenomena.
Yep. We experienced that.
This bubble is a new kind of magic Alice and I invented. Inside it is a small world created using a person's memories. When you were busy reading that invitation to Mondstadt, Alice took the opportunity to place you within it.
Oh, we didn't even notice.
Huh, I wouldn't be much of a Dodo King if I couldn't pull off a simple trick like that.
All that to say, The things you saw weren't real. They only exist within this bubble. Ah, except for Venti and Dvalin, of course. I invited Venti, and he brought the dragon along.
It's not every day you get to relive the beginning of your journey. It feels like listening to a verse you haven't heard in a while, right? You might not remember the name or melody, and still, you start humming along in no time. I'm assuming your trip down memory lane was similarly nostalgic.
So does Jean know about this or not?
Oh, no. Jean wrote that herself, I assure you. I wouldn't dare forge a letter under her name.
So you do draw the line somewhere.
Not with my daughter in her clutches. If you ever become a mother, you'll understand.
Oh, come on! It's not like she's being held hostage.
The point is, this magical bubble was created at the request of the Knights of Favonius. With the expedition in Nodcry coming to an end, the Knights will be home before long.
Varka thinks it's better to give people time to reunite with their families, so he told Jean to hold off on a huge welcome reception for now. Of course, Jean has her own thoughts on the matter. You can get the details from her soon.
As things stand, we're keeping the reception small, but there will be some activities. This magic bubble is one of them. The returning knights can use it to catch up on all the major events that have occurred in Mondstadt while they were gone.
Simply put, it's a reenactment of your adventures.
Indeed. The ultimate goal is for everyone to have a chance to take part in the excitement.
So, what about the parts that took a few,
Oh, those were there because the bubble world is still being transcribed and debugged. Memories are easy to extract, and the resulting information density is fine, but it's not exactly a stable medium. If memories are the only thing used to recreate a world, it's hard to ensure a lack of deviations. For example, these memories belong to Venti. But even for someone like him, whose memories are quite reliable, there is bound to be some variance. Not to mention, on their own, memories lack an interactive component. So I added some self-deductive capabilities to this magic, which exacerbated the instability issues, unfortunately.
Yeah.
For instance, say we're recording memories and Lisa happens to fly into a fury over some overdue library books at the same time. A powerful thunderstorm might unfold in the bubble world out of nowhere. Luckily, there's a simple solution. We just have to send someone to scout things out first. Then we can manually correct anything that doesn't make sense.
Exactly. Plus, once the recording is complete, the magic will loop, so there won't be further deviations, and we won't need real people to act things out. Ah, and before it's all said and done, we'll be sure to cover up your identity, Venti.
Much appreciated. Otherwise, buying around at the Angels share is gonna be much more of a hassle.
Like you're the one who does the buying.
It's settled then. We'll allow you to be the first to relive these precious memories, and in return, you'll be our eyes on the inside.
Yeah, but it sounds like fun. Besides, we already snapped a few pics of some potential bugs.
Oh, no, Paimon.
What?
As the creator of this world, I'm afforded a bit of creative license, I would think. Creating this bubble was no easy task. Is a little personal touch too much to ask for?
I doubt anyone will mind. As far as I'm concerned, you're free to do as you please.
Oh, well.
In that case, we'll be counting on you to continue testing our work tomorrow.
It's still early. Why not check out the other events at the testing grounds in the meantime? Jean should be there too.
Yeah, we'll go say hi.
I think nothing of it. Now that the world is at peace, you two are overdue for a vacation.
Dvalin appeared a little late, but his sparks and splash triggered a deep magical reverberation. Background music needs to start half a second later. I should put another instance of and now the diagnostics are failing? I just don't get it.
Nicole, dear, stop fretting. You're projecting rather loudly, you know.
Every detail is within your control, huh? Oh, and didn't you say Kleiner would be making the trip with you this time, Alice?
He's been delayed, I'm afraid. Troublesome happenings on another planet. And of course, just when he jumped through all those hoops to make it back to Tevat, Dottore starts causing trouble. The border is a terrible mess even now. So, unfortunately, his vacation has been postponed. Just yesterday, he did give us a call on the Dodo communication device, though. As you can imagine, Klee was pleased as punch to hear her dad's voice.
I see. Being a seeker is a tough job indeed.
You don't hear about police down here a lot.
Yes, good work. We'll go with this setup.
Hey, Jean! We're here!
Honorary Knight, Paimon, welcome back. Did you have a good time in Alice's magic bubble?
Yeah, it was so cool! Paimon's looking forward to getting back in there tomorrow!
I'll be sure not to spoil it then. I imagine you might be interested in what went into the preparation, though. I loved the idea when Alice brought it up, but I knew it would take a great deal of reenactors, not to mention recruiting Dvalin. Luckily, Venti, or rather, Lord Barbados, agreed to help. After that, I opened up recruitment to the people of Mondstadt. Countless volunteers jumped at the chance to reenact your stories, Honorary Knight. It took me 2 days just to read through all the applications. A lot of people have gotten involved, and that includes quite a few familiar faces as well.
Are you one of them?
Yes, according to Alice, I'm one of the leading ladies.
Yeah, there are other activities here too, right? Sounds like there's a lot on your plate.
Ah, well, such are the duties of the acting Grandmaster. I'm used to it. For those of us who have been holding down the fort, so to speak, the return of the expedition team is a matter of great importance. The Grandmaster contacted me and said not to organize a grand reception on their behalf, and I understand where he's coming from. I'm sure the team will be exhausted upon returning, and making a big fuss might just tire them out further.
I'm sensing a butt in there somewhere.
Yes, well, those of us here in Mondstadt have been awaiting their return for a long time. Resuming normal life after such a long expedition will be quite an adjustment. An official welcome might help them feel at home and reacclimate to life here. Not to mention, it's a chance for the people to show them no matter how long we've been apart, we're still family. Yes, absolutely. And I don't know, perhaps I am overstepping. I just hope the Grandmaster isn't too upset.
So, besides the whole bubble thing, what?
Here, I'll show you. First, this is an arena we've set up to showcase Favonius blade work. The cavalry company is in charge of this one. I'm sure there will be some exciting sparring sessions.
Ooh, that means we'll get to see Kaya on stage!
That's right. Compared to me, he's much better at keeping things interesting, even when the subject matter is quite serious. I can think of no better person for the job.
You're as modest as ever, Hunt.
Over here, we're running a wind glider speed shooting event. It's not hard to guess who's in charge of this one, I'm sure. Yes, her gliding skills are top-notch, and she's quite creative when it comes to event design. Be sure to check it out when... There's also a booth that will serve as a reception area, where people can relax and chat with each other. A few simple games will be available as well. Hertha is in charge of the drink stall, but we're still working on the menu.
Well, the more alcohol options, the better, I think. The expedition team likes the strong stuff.
Fair point. Huh?
What's with that phase?
Grandmaster, you're back? Has the entire team returned as well? Well, apologies, we're not quite done with the preparations, but I assure you, it's limited to what you see here.
Hey. Relax, Jean, relax. No need to get all formal with me. I split from the group to make it back first. Pretend I'm not even here. Besides, I knew you'd want to surprise us, no matter what I said.
Oh,
If I didn't tell you to put on the brakes, I knew you'd go full throttle and start planning the next Ludi Harpastum or Windbloom Festival. You put so much pressure on yourself, diving headfirst into the deep end without thinking about how much is on your plate. I just...
Oh, wow.
Well, looking out for my fellow knights comes with a job. As for the event, food, drink, and fun in spades without too much pomp and circumstance. Yeah, just like a Mondstadt festival should be. The team will feel at home in no time.
that's far too kind, but
I mean it, you know? Just trust my judgment. Anyway, you two got a sec? Now that I'm finally back in my old stomping grounds, let me treat you to a meal. I'll even introduce you to the Good Hunter's secret menu.
Oh, nice. Paimon's never heard.
What's wrong?
actually, Grandmaster, there's a few things I'd love for you to look over. Perhaps we could go back to headquarters first.
Hang on. You know this is just a pit stop, right? There's not going to be time for me to take over the whole shebang.
Of course. Still, you are the Grandmaster.
Oh, you have no idea what this means. I'll be...
It's not that dramatic. If we make haste, we'll finish before dawn.
As much as Paimon wants to check out that secret menu.
All right, all right. Guess I'll see you tomorrow.
He sounds so sad. level of like insertion to put into it. It's like reading all that. You know, if I can't figure it out as I go along, you've not made it very well. That was fun. I like that. So welcome to our stream there, Alex. I feel like the targeting is a little tapping that. 시작하지. 시작하지. Inverted controls. Either subscribe. Maybe I can do content basis. That's the hope. Kind of thrown by how much Hoyoverse likes to work in side scrollers in their events. Like, that's not at all what the rest of your game is. Pumpkin. Yeah, I'm over here. Better stop crying. Pumpkin. It is over there, it is. Like, is there any point in putting coins on those if you can't miss it? It's just gonna autopilot anyways. I'm like, I'm not earning points, the computer is.
Hello there, Honorary Knight and the Helper in White.
It's so nice to meet you, Honorary Knight and Lady Pipe.
Looks like you're in a good mood, Hertha. By the looks of things,
Indeed. Thanks to some help from the Angel's Share and the Cat's Tail, besides all the classics, we also mix cocktails to...
Cocktail, do you remember that time we served as bartenders at the Angel Share? And recently, you've also shown off your skills at the flagship in Knockrai.
The only thing is, our current drink selection is quite traditional, and it stopped feeling fresh long before the expedition began. To offer everyone some more exciting choices, we're planning to revamp our menu. But I need to get back to handling resident requests, and Glenfiddia doesn't have much experience mixing drinks. Plus, honorary night. If you're free, could you maybe help us out for a while? Just until my other squad gets back from the Stormbearer Mountain.
You'll be amply compensated, of course, plus double pay for overtime, depending on your performance metrics.
Paimon's not sure what performance metrics are as the best guide into that. Paimon needs to keep up with...
Working.
I'll do my best to support Lady Paimon in any way I can.
Alright. Well, if you're ready to...
Oh my. It looks like Hertha has gone back to her duties, and Glenfidia is away somewhere too. Has our dear cutie taken complete charge of the drink stand? Wonderful. Now I can order without worrying about ending up with one of the logistics company's specials. The type of drink that keeps you awake all night, leaving you no choice but to pass the time working. That's right. I'm just a carefree librarian now. If only there weren't so many people with overdue books, and I didn't have to go door to door to get them back. I would have dropped by to chat with you sooner, and try out your delightful creations, of course. Let me think. I don't really have a favorite drink. Just rustle me up something rejuvenating that'll lift my spirits. And if it could help me nod off to sleep later, that...
Here's a snow-kissed dawn. Hope you like it.
It's delicious, cutie. Pleasantly tart, sweet, but not cloying, smooth on the palate, with a refreshing aftertaste. If anything, though, I seem to be feeling a little more energetic than I... Perhaps you've unwittingly unraveled Glenfidia's secret and concocted an even more effective pick-me-up? Don't worry, there's no rush. Your eyes are aglow with curiosity. Let's chat for a while. Take your time. Since you're asking, there's a chef, fresh out of training in Fontaine, who's recently taken up a position at the Goth Grand Hotel. She borrowed our most valuable book, the Mondstadt Millennial Compendium of Desserts. Apparently, She plans to use dessert-making techniques to improve the taste of various savory dishes. Something about reducing their greasiness. Indeed, and judging by the results, she rather overdid it with the caramel sauce. What should have been fragrant meat slices, caramel sauce is such a fantastic ingredient, you know? It never fails to please when added to drinks. Sometimes, I even add a spoonful to my afternoon tea.
Welcome back, GamerX, and thanks for that rose earlier.
Improving food, I suppose, isn't always about being as creative as possible. Oh, this? That was for another of today's little errands. A large contingent of the expedition team will be returning to Mondstadt soon. They've been away for such a long time, so there's a good chance many of their tastes have changed. Jean asked me to visit some of their families to try and get a better understanding of what new ingredients might satisfy our knights' changing preferences.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much there, GamerX. I appreciate that a lot.
Well, they've all devoted their blood, sweat, and time to protecting Mondstadt. They deserve some care and respect in return. Based on what I gathered, the most requested ingredient was cacahuatl from Natlan. It seems like our knights have developed a taste for cocoa.
Well, thank you for joining me over on Twitch, too. It's like I'm an affiliate there, so hopefully it helps me get paid some more.
In their letters, many of them mention that they rely on cocoa to keep themselves energized. I've tried hot cocoa myself, and I must say, I find it just as effective as coffee when it comes to staying alert. Lately? So careful with your wording, cutie. Is that because you think that I, too, might have changed since we last met? Or simply because you can't remember? Not bad at all. A flawless answer. Back in my student days, I might have been drawn to every new and exciting ingredient I read about, constantly expanding my horizons and stepping out of my comfort zone. But now, I've grown accustomed to a life of comfort and routine. To paraphrase a certain Leoed legal expert, my life is fast approaching a state of living out one's golden years in peace and comfort. I'm no longer so easily moved by adventure and excitement. I'm sure you remember, a few years ago, when we were adventuring together, you found me that sweet-tasting alchemical ingredient. Well, my tastes haven't changed a bit since then.
So what have you been up to there, gamer?
Surely you're not suggesting I take this opportunity to sneak off on a little countryside wander? My investigations into Mondstadt's lesser-known drinks took me to Dawn Winery, where I had a little chat with the head housemaid, Adelind. On my way back, I ran into Emmetall out on patrol. She'd encountered some monsters she didn't know how to deal with. I accompanied her on a detour to Wolvendom to teach some raving hounds a lesson. It's been a while since I've had such an invigorating workout.
Is it a big move, or are you, like cross country or other side of the city? Oh, that's good. Yeah. I hate moving. I hate it so much. Of course, I have a lot of stuff in my collection, so packing it all up to move is just a nightmare.
As expected, cutie, your brilliant mind has grown even sharper. I wish we could move to a bigger place. It's pretty much just small pathways in my apartment, the way my collection grows around it. Don't see a problem with that. Depends on what game and what time.
Finished! A new creation, custom made for you. This should help you fall asleep quickly and guarantee you peaceful dreams. It's called a slumbering rose.
From the colors to the choice of glass, everything's been carefully crafted. You've turned it into a completely different drink. Based purely on appearance, it's exactly my style. Time to see how it tastes. Full marks. It's like savoring an exquisite dessert before taking a stroll along the shore of Cider Lake, with a gentle breeze caressing your skin, relaxed and at ease. I no longer feel drained of energy, but neither am I overstimulated. I'm actually starting to feel a little sleepy. As a bedtime drink, this is pure perfection. So good, in fact, that I feel like writing an article to extol the virtues of this slumbering rose. I can use it as an opportunity to crown you the new Maestro of Mixology.
Yeah, same. Well, especially when I'm streaming it. Makes it a lot more fun if someone's actually interacting, so thank you.
Speaking of lakeside strolls, why don't you join me next time there's a clear, warm day, when the sun is bright but not too harsh? Any walk would be more relaxing with you to talk to along the way, cutie. Then, when we get back, you could fix me up another glass of slumbering rose. And I will make just as sure to hold you to that. When the time comes, I won't accept any excuses.
Oh, okay. I thought you seemed familiar. Make sure I accept that.
Good afternoon, traveler. I didn't expect the honor of witnessing your harmonizing talents here in Mondstadt.
That's a really cool profile effect you got on there, too.
Both, actually. A lady calling herself a mage asked me to come manage her flower shop. At about the same time, the Cat's Tail commissioned me to create a new fragrance for their establishment. Ending today's busy schedule with a drink crafted by you in person is truly a wonderful reward.
Why'd you take it down?
I have faith in your choice.
Yeah, if I knew at all what I was doing, I'd probably go VTuber, but I've heard that's pretty expensive. this. Technically, fruit wine would be fermented juice. Oh. Yikes. That's terrible. I'm sorry about that. I know that was one of my bigger fears, was that parasocial relationship with people online. Or, biggest fear was really, swatting. To tell you the truth.
Care to give this a try, Miss Emily?
Your artistry is truly a pleasure to watch. This tastes like a local variant of a Lumiduce Twilight. Am I right? The gentle and elegant taste, with its distinct layers combined with a hint of Mondstadt's characteristic scent, offers quite a welcoming flavor, all the while avoiding potentially discordant aromas. Though in reality, there's no need for you to be so conservative. I have quite a high tolerance for flavors that stray outside the boundaries of conventional wisdom. Your drink was nice, but it would be perfect if you could make one with a little more depth. A cocktail that shows off your unique understanding and enhances my impression of Mondstadt. If you need time to mull things over, perhaps you might find inspiration in a little light conversation?
Oh, okay, I gotcha. I do think it's really cool, but I think my wife would smack me if I
Oh,
spent 20
thank you
bucks
for
on an
asking.
avatar.
It's been going well, though this trip to Mondstadt has presented some unexpected challenges. When I first got here, I was relying on a copy of An Overview of Aromatic Substances and the Human Senses to identify promising local ingredients from the Mondstadt region. To my surprise, my trial fragrance, which used Valberry as the primary note, proved far too sweet in the context of the tavern, relaxing people so much that they ended up feeling drowsy. The bartender with the beautiful ears, for instance, fell asleep right at the bar. Let's just say that sweetness isn't always a case of the more the merrier. Maintaining an appropriate balance is beneficial for both body and mind. Even in daily life, I rarely eat sweet food, and I try to avoid fruits like berries that have a high sugar content. In the end, I completely eliminated Valberry as an ingredient and turned instead to Windwheel Aster, with some success, I might add.
I really need to get back to Digimon Time Stranger. I beat the game, and normally, like, I try to 100% the decks, at stuff, and but I haven't even gotten to the last 2 pieces of DLC. But there's just been so many other games. Like I really got into Arknight's Enfield recently, and it's hard because that game feels so well done and pretty. Then I'll be sure to send you my like player ID for that after I'm done streaming. It's it's really getting in the way of the time I spend on Genshin. Not exploring new areas. I'm lucky if I can get time to put in like now and just do the events.
They're part of my reward from the flower shop owner. Important ingredients for making perfumes. Thanks to these, I was able to complete my commission for the cat's tail.
Oh, yeah. No, I love replaying Digimon games, but it's going to be a long time before I replay from the beginning. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe I'll just wait for the last piece to drop and then just play all 3 DLC in a row.
I studied Mondstadt's Cecilia flowers many years ago. In fact, the fragrance of Cecilia in certain fields has become synonymous with Mondstadt itself. However, this is a special case. Some cats are quite averse to the scent of Cecilia, and we need to be particularly mindful of their preferences. Windwheel aster. The various parts of the windwheel aster plant can be ground into a powder to extract their essences. I then blended the scents from its petals and leaves. The result carries the intoxicating sweetness of mead, while still emphasizing the fresh notes contained within the flower's stems and leaves.
Yeah, you got the pretty much the same systems I do. I'm getting Pokopia, so I'm tempted to stream it, but then of course like my hours picked up, so I'm not gonna have time tomorrow. I guess it depends on when it goes live tonight. But yeah, and I've been playing Leaf Green and Pokemon ZA. My poor PS5 is so neglected. I've got a couple of games I'm like I beat the main part, but I've got a crap ton of side stuff to do on it that I would love to play, and I just have not had the time. Ideally, I get started at 2:30 on Monday and Wednesdays. But it just seems like stuff keeps coming up or getting in the way. But I've been trying to be good about, like, if I miss Monday, that I absolutely have to stream on Wednesday. But usually that 2:30 ends up being 3:30. Yeah, I definitely agree. I assume you mean like hang out digitally, unless you're also local to the middle of the U.S. Or I guess I'm listed on here as Omaha now, and like I'm not hiding it anymore.
I just took it for a little trial run at the cat's tail, and the cats seemed to really like it, while the clients themselves found it comforting and invigorating. Extracting exquisite fragrances from ordinary overlooked ingredients? Oh, that's what truly brings me joy.
Yeah, sure. I'm really new to that that kind of thing, so I'll probably chat you up about it.
It really is. A while earlier, I watched a whole run of fair weather clouds float by, fluffy as pillows. It's not overly humid either, and the wind is gentle too. In such conditions, one sense of smell is heightened. But when scents are blended well, they naturally combine with the ambient context, leaving particularly powerful impressions.
Well, yeah, definitely thank you. It's weird being an introvert trying to stream, because I'm like, a lot of times I just climb up and I'm just playing the game and people are staring at me doing nothing. But even if I just get on and stream, it's hard for me to be the one to initiate, like, trying to network or get to know people.
It seems something similar is true for mixology. As long as you choose a base of appropriate strength, the various flavors will blend seamlessly together.
I'm that introvert that just waits to be adopted by an extrovert.
When mixed properly, all the ingredients work as one to create a most wonderful symphony for your taste buds. Yes, that's it. Now I think about it, layering distinct flavors doesn't really suit my personal preferences.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird field to get into. It's like, I love playing video games, but then there's the social aspect to it.
Usually, after work, my friends from the Maison Gardiennage sometimes treat me to a few drinks. I usually stick to fruit tea. That way I can get straight back to work after our gatherings.
I actually used to intern at a zoo, and like, the animals I can handle. It's the coworkers that the hierarchy and just didn't care for it. It's like, oh, I'll work at a pet store. Oh, that's worse. Then you've got corporate bearing down your neck as like, you are one person responsible for all the animals, and then convincing guests to believe you the first time when you tell them how you're supposed to care for the animals.
If it's before a holiday and my friends are in high spirits, I sometimes order a small glass of sparkling fruit wine. There was an officer named Terena who used to treat me to aged Corte wine, but since she was transferred to the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, we haven't had a chance. In the world of science, high-proof alcohol is a widely used solvent. I've grown well accustomed to the smell of it by now.
Yeah. I'm like, I won't say I'm negative, but I can be pretty pessimistic. But, yeah, just the way a lot of things are going on right now, it's harder to be positive, so you just feel like sometimes the best you can do is just kind of try to embody your inner golden retriever and just have fun with what you're doing in the moment.
Besides, when I'm slightly tipsy, my state of mind changes, which in turn alters my approach to perfumes. It doesn't matter if the result is good or bad, it's all about trying something new. So I don't mind drinks with just a little bit of alcohol, but I don't like anything too strong. Just from our brief chat, you've already formulated a new concoction. Perhaps you possess a natural talent.
It's tea, wine. Like, it says cut into any size, but I'm like, from the discussion, I would think you'd cut the crap out of them. Because it made it sound like you want them to be highly processed.
Here you go. A new and improved, Emily-inspired Lumidu's Twilight. I haven't come up with a name for it yet.
The colors are cooler and more refreshing, and the fragrance is delightfully subtle to match. Are these bright specks on the surface the crushed petals and leaves of windwheel asters? I'm sure it must taste wonderful. Let me try. In the language of flowers, the windwheel aster represents the visible winds. Your cocktail not only captures their form, but also the fragrance they carry. Therefore, I suggest you call this drink Windborne Bouquet. The winds and clouds of Mondstadt swirl together in the glass, leaving behind enchanting traces of fragrance. Really? Oh, perhaps it's just a habit of my profession. I'm glad you like it. Now it's time to slowly savor this. Thank you so much. This trip to Mondstadt has been so rewarding. This is the most memorable cocktail I've ever had. Once I get back to Fontaine, I will attempt to recreate this moment as both a fragrance and a perfume. Once I've perfected the recipes, I hope you'll do me the honor of being the first customer to experience these new products. Until then, I look forward to seeing you in the Court of Fontaine.
Okay, those were cute for a little bit. I'm just gonna do the rest in my own time. I feel like that's taken a long, long time. I know I'm such a stereotype as like Genshin players don't like to read. I'm like, yeah, but if you've got like 3 full pages of text on how the mechanics of an event work, it's not a fun event.
Leave it to me! The story has only just...
Barbados, guide us. Think you can get away? Let's play!
And I didn't mean to drop in the trial Durin when I have my own Durin. It's just like, let's get on with it.
The story has only just begun!
I swear by my sword! Time for takeoff. Brace yourselves.
Maria sweeping in!
We haven't played Genshin since it's first came out.
Flash!
It's like,
On me.
I get it, it's not at this point, I'm so... Oops. I'm so far invested, it's hard to spend more time and setting up like a network shit.
The story has only just begun!
Wait, hear me.
Whenever you do send me your
Think you can get away? Let's play!
that's a bit
Watch out! Maria sweeping in!
It's been a little while to like got her footing in the game, but some of whatever like some of the new bosses.
Leave it
script a little bit.
Strike a pose! Let the world collide!
Leave it to me! The story has only just...
The bond is strong! Lightning?
Lament! Worthless! Here! Worthless!
Get with me!
Watch out! The story has only just...
Time to shine! I'll settle this!
Evil conquering!
Yoo-hoo! Let the world collide! How dare you!
Leave it to me! Decay!
The bond is strong! Lightning?
Disappear! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Here! Turning point in... Useless! Lament! Here! Worthless! Worthless!
Shower me with praise! Yoo-hoo!
Watch out! Turning point...
Might!
Evil conquering! Here!
Yeah. The glaze moon shines!
creatures of the night. Close your eyes. Fear the dark.
Be cleansed. Light to death. Divine light, shield them. Foolish. Let my name echo in song. Shower me with thread. Our bond is strong. I'll settle this. Lofty wisdom will show us the way. Stand with me.
The long sleep beckons.
Without further ado. Light to death. Divine light, shield them. Yoo-hoo! Our bond is strong. Out of my way. Time to shine. Lofty wisdom will show us the way. Divine light, shield them. Let my name echo in song. Stand with me. Lightning, go.
Beware the creatures of the night.
Be cleansed.
Like, I have these characters. Why am I going with the trial?
Rain cutter. Know my sword. Time to shine. Strike a pop.
Stay cool. Face your gift. A moment, please.
Another star goes out. Annihilate. Witness the power of the wild. Rain outward. Let my name echo in song. Shower me with...
Have a safe trip.
Surge. Power.
Vine cutter. Huh?
Let the world collide!
Get a little chilly. My way now.
Extinguish. Power. Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword. Witness the power.
A moment, please.
Surge.
Mine to wield.
Sorry, I'm having a brain fart moment. What did I say the same way about I also had like half a minute back.
Let me weave you a verb.
Time to shine! Strike a pose!
Have a seat.
Extinguish.
Mine to wield.
Okay. Like, we didn't score as... Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's... I've definitely invested a lot of time and money into it, so it's like... It has to be... Continue being a central thing. It's not like I regret that or anything. Because I love the story. I love keeping up with the story. But it's hard when other games are coming out. You're like, oh, like, how do I manage my time?
Out of my way!
Breath from the sky.
Shower me with praise! Let the world collide!
Take me up. Open fire.
I'm like, I only work
Knock him down.
but
Strike a pose!
Try and stop me.
it's hard when you're such a later you don't feel like you can fit in the stream before you go to work. You get home, it's real chill.
Pyroclastic surge.
Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song!
Full throttle.
I'll settle this!
Hold on to your hats.
Ha! Bullseye. Locked on. Open fire. Locked on.
Shower me with our bond is strong!
Knock him down.
Take me up. Locked on. Bullseye.
Open fire! Open fire! Open fire! Yoo-hoo! Take me up! Locked on! Bullseye! Shower me with praise!
Our battery. Strictly saying lunar charge, so we won't go for bloom. And out with Farina.
Let my name echo in song! Rain cutter! Huh? Huh! No, my sword! Dig with me! Lightning strike!
The long sleep beckons. Observe. Be silent. Did you fear the dark? Did you fear the dark?
Let the world fly! Our bond is strong! Out of my way! Witness the power of Gubwa!
Observe. Close your eyes.
I love the little storm cloud effect for lunar charge conditions. I get such a mind
Time to shine! Let me weave you a verse. Huh? This way! I'll settle this!
The night comes. Be silent. Close your eyes. Night falls. To dust.
Our bond is strong! Strike a pose! No, my sword! Out of my way! Rain cutter!
To dust.
Shower me with praise! Let my name echo in... Let me weave you a verse. Dig with me! I'll settle this!
Be silent. To dust. The long sleep beckons. Observe. To dust.
Our bond is strong! Out of my way! Rain cutter!
for this one. Usually there's one that I'm just like, I can't quite get that third points total. Now, was that supposed to be a... It's not a new weapon, it's a skin? I think you'd still put it somewhere you can find it. There we go. Okay, so I'm assuming it just replaces some catalyst. That's neat. You'd think you'd be able to see that from the catalyst weapon, though. Yeah, I probably should have kept going with just the story. Whoops. Because I don't have a ton of time.
Ooh.
Wow!
Well, Jean wanted my input on everything. Even though I left the Knights, Grandmaster Varka has done a lot for me. He didn't stop me from leaving back then, or throw any administrative roadblocks my way. So I owe him one.
Didn't him and Jean used to date, too?
Well, I was sad to see you go, but your mind was made up. And anyhow, you're an adult. As long as you're prepared to follow through on your choices, who am I to stop you? And let me tell you, my rebellious streak was way worse back in the day.
You look pretty tired. Late night yesterday?
Yeah, didn't get much sleep at all. And now my head's killing me. My terrible memories of being Grandmaster came rushing back at once.
The Grandmaster's wording is somewhat misleading, so allow me to elaborate. We made quick work of our tasks yesterday, much to the Grandmaster's great pleasure, so he hit up his friend Charles for a few drinks.
You know how it is. When you're catching up with an old friend, a few drinks turn into a few too many. Am I right?
Ah, so you're just hungover. Ugh, and Paimon was starting to feel bad for you.
I see. Understood. I just received word from the knights stationed at the venue that the setup is complete. You can start today's story at any time. Ask away.
Ah, you mean like how only you could have purified Dvalin's tears? That ability is unique to you, and to be honest, a lot of people might not even know you're capable of something like that. So they might get stuck at that point in the story.
Don't worry, I thought about that. The story told within the bubble has some jumps. I've deleted the parts that might complicate things. The remaining content doesn't require the participant to do much of anything, actually. It should be like watching a play, except you get to walk around as you enjoy the performance.
Wait! But we ran into a combat encounter yesterday when that fungus jumped out at us.
We'll take care of that. Alice and I want this to be an experience even a child can complete without trouble. The parts you're testing today are more stable, so there shouldn't be too many bugs. Of course, when you access the dicier sections, be sure to keep our vision in mind.
Speaking of Alice, where is she?
Clee demanded some playtime with her mom. And of course, as far as Alice is concerned, nothing is more important than a request from her daughter.
Yep, that checks
She
out.
almost never sees.
Ha ha ha! Well, let's get this show on the road. I'm ready to witness our honorary knight story firsthand.
Whoa! Dizzy. That's gonna take some getting used to. Why didn't that happen the first time?
Ah, looks like we've jumped forward a bit since yesterday. We're at the Favonius Cathedral now.
Wait, is this the bit where we borrow the Holy Lyre? Yeah, I'm not sure about this.
Don't worry. I'm sure Nicole has it all planned out. See? Here comes Diluc now.
Word from the Knights of Favonius is that the Fatui are planning to steal the Holy Lyre der Himmel. Unfortunately, a conflict between the two parties is ensuing inside. If the Fatui succeed, we'll miss— Come on. Let's go help the Knights. What is it?
Oh, so that's how we're explaining this part. Huh. Pretty convincing.
It's all thanks to that committed performance from our good friend D-Luke.
I'm just reading the lines Miss Nicole gave me. You need to play along, okay? The cameras are rolling.
Don't worry. Our operation isn't that strict. If there are slip-ups, I'll just delete them later. Feel free to take a relaxed approach.
Wait, that was Nicole's voice? Where's it coming from?
Probably that small bubble.
That's right. This is a kind of communication magic. The same one the Knights of Avonius used to get in touch with me earlier. If you get stuck at any point, you can contact me through this magic, and I'll provide a few hints.
How very convenient. I suppose, given how the story is progressing, we don't—
That's right. Obviously, we're not including the stealing part in this version of the story. After all, the Fatui were the ones who ended up with it. Borrowing, stealing. Leaving out that detail doesn't change the direction of the story. Anyway, the Knights are currently fighting to protect the Holy Lyre. Varka and Jean are already in the underground area.
This is like getting to read the
I wonder what would happen if, this time, we managed to catch the Fatui thief in the act.
That would complicate things. Worst case scenario, we might need to do another take. So if you could refrain from going off script, that would be great.
Okay, okay.
Someone's got an axe to grind.
I mean, fair. Wouldn't change anything. Keep trying to use Arknight's controls.
You're just in time. The situation is not looking good at the moment.
Yeah, it's turned into quite a mess.
You're not bad, boy. Against the Fatui, though, you'll need to try harder than that.
You ain't messing around, huh? Take this!
That's a scene.
Oh no! If this keeps up... Oh, sorry. Paimon can't do this. Nicole...
Yeah, it's kinda hard to get in the zone when our opponents look like average—
Let me see here. Ah, it looks like magical auto-load has been disabled, so the Fatui costumes didn't appear. I'll get that fixed. Just ignore the problem for now and continue with the scene. Remember, this is a tense moment.
Got it. In that case, I'll evacuate the members of the church right away.
All right, As you see, Traveler, the situation is dire. We need to retrieve the Holy Lyre and get it back to headquarters.
This is such a weird meta approach.
Looks like the Fatui are tied up fighting the Knights. I doubt they have the manpower to spare to deal with us.
Using magic to make video games, but it's using the exact same logic you use to make video games.
Which means, if we rush in, we should be able to retrieve the lyre.
You all sure are getting into character.
So we don't have to sneak around this time. I appreciate that.
The Holy Lyre! There it is! Well, well, well. It seems our outer diversions were most effective. The Knights know not that the true danger lurks right beneath their nose.
It's no wonder you're known as the youngest, most capable Electro-Sisson mage in your unit. You can read our enemy like a book.
No! We're too late!
Put the lyre down!
You heard her! Put it down and put it up! Or this is gonna get ugly! Wait, why are you the only one with a costume, Fischl?
Because she's official.
Why? Because I fashioned this headpiece myself, of course.
How does it look? I am the spitting image of an Electro-Sisson mage, am I not?
And I suppose I look enough like an Electro-Sisson as I am.
Hold on. Trying to distract? Ha! You underestimate me. To think I would appear before you without full confidence in my victory. Go forth, Oz. Sissons, take care of these pests. The holy Lyre der Himmel belongs to the Fatui. Whoa, that was fast. Mage-powered flight is something else.
Fischl is... the Fatus is getting away!
Here, take it away, and don't let them catch you.
That's nothing the gliding champion of the Fatui can't handle.
Much better at flying than it was the first day of class.
Hey! That goes against gliding regulations!
Pretty tough, aren't ya? Well, let's see how you handle this.
Oh. Paimon thought the Adventurers Guild were the only ones role-playing as Fatui.
Just thought I'd lend him a hand. Fischl didn't have time to make me a cool hat, though.
Amber's over there! Let's get ready to land!
Take this!
Here they come! Positions, everyone!
So this is where the chase ends this time. Wait a minute. This isn't what their hideout looked like.
Yes. I remember it being much more run down.
The Lawrence clan lived here for a time, but this doesn't look like their handiwork.
Must be a bit of creative license.
Alice said the original was too run down and didn't fit her aesthetic taste. So we repurposed some assets from the Golden Apple Archipelago. As you can imagine, Alice has always been a go big or go home kind of person.
Yeah, this...
Still, our mission remains the same. We're here.
Yeah, and this time we have a whole bunch of people to help us.
A human never doubts what their eyes see or reject. Both now warn you that this is the end of the road. Give up and turn back while you can.
That voice!
Mona? Oh, you mean Barbarloth's student.
You know about her?
Well, I had regular contact with the Hexen Circle, so her name came up now and then. The whole thing about her messing up and being too afraid to go back? Yeah, I know that too.
What? But... How? No one in the Hexen Circle should know about that!
For real? Sark.
All of them?
I'm afraid so. Oh, except Granddaughter, I suppose.
Fine. That's just fine. It's not like the old hag's gonna come.
Anyway, how do we cross?
I'm not telling.
Aw, come on. Don't take...
I'm not. This is unrelated. Besides, I'm playing a Fatus whose job it is to issue riddles. You can't just act...
All right.
If you want the answer, think back to what I...
Yeah. Yeah.
Oops. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I need to get back into mine and reorganize it. So should we do this way? There we go.
Nice! We made it! Looks like Mika's guarding this spot.
Well, the poor guy with the constant stutter. That's not nice.
Oh, hey! It's been a while.
Hello, Grandmaster. Hello, everyone. No. Wait, my line.
I would think you have bigger concerns right now.
It's locked in the back room, but good luck getting in there. 3 crests are needed to enter, and each one is guarded by a Fatus.
Wait, but in real life...
Yes, but there are 3 locations to visit. If there was only one key to be found, there's a good chance the encounters set up at the other 2 locations would go to waste. All our actors worked so hard to memorize their lines. It would be a shame if their part got skipped over.
A fair point. They're playing through the story just like us, after all.
To be honest, when I first read my lines, I was kind of confused at how I just... But when I actually had to stand up against all of you, I mean, Mr. D looked practically...
Really? I only had one line.
Aha! Yet in a game of cards, it's the ones that remain unturned that strike the greatest fear in your opponent. The same principle applies here.
That's right! And I've been told you have quite a few tricks up... anyway, you can head in now.
One moment. We can't quite end it like this.
Do I?
It would benefit the scene.
All right. I told you everything I know. Now leave me alone.
And off he goes.
Looks like a cinnamon roll, sounds like a cinnamon roll, is a cinnamon roll.
The road ahead is almost completely blocked. Looks like this person isn't taking visitors. Yes, we'll just have to be careful. We need that crest.
Where did I go wrong?
Oops. Alright, sorry, I'm gonna have to cut this one short. Had something come up I gotta go grab for my wife. So, I will catch you all later. Hopefully I can get on later tonight and I'll just wrap this up. That way it's all there to be watched later. Oh, you're joining just in time for me to go away, Dustforeign. Sorry. But yeah, I'm gonna try hopping on later tonight. I know usually when I say that doesn't happen. But yeah, if anyone has enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, follow, wherever you're watching from. Thank you. Talk to you all later.